So the reality is that I'm not going to make a video of all these products because it would be like a never-ending video. But this is essentially all my trash. And what we're going to do is that we're gonna fill this basket with some empties, and that's gonna be today's video, today's empties video. Hello and welcome to Beauty Talk. My name is Linda, and if you didn't know me already, I love everything about skincare, makeup and beauty and even fashion. And today I'm gonna share with you all of my empties. Well, it's not quite all of my empties. As you might have seen, I have tons of empties which I've accumulated through last year. I don't know how this happens, honestly. I just use the regular amount of products, I think. I mean, maybe just a little bit more than average people. Maybe just a little bit more, but not too much. But somehow it just piles up. And I have a ton of empty products, and I've selected only what fits in this basket to show you today. And if you're like me, I really love watching these empty videos because it gives me a chance to see what people are loving, what they're finishing up, if they recommend it or not, and they also give you a mini review. I like doing a mini review because I think that can help you decide whether you want to try that product or not. So I think these empty videos can be very helpful. And having said that, I think we can start the video. But before, I want to ask you, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You don't know how important that is for me, so that this channel can continue to grow, the community can continue to grow, and so that the YouTube algorithm can push my videos forward and more people can see them. Also, don't forget to give me a like so that I know you like this type of content and I can continue to create videos like this. And you can also follow me over on Instagram, where I share more beauty videos, tips and tricks and things like that, but also share a little bit of my personal life in case you're interested in getting to know me a little more. And now we can start the video. Before I show you the products, I just want to remind you that all of the products will be listed down below, along with any codes and links and everything that I have available for you. So don't forget to check it out. And also I like to put timestamps in the video so it's easy for you to navigate, as well as dividing all my empties into categories. I just think that that makes the video a lot more easier to navigate, so that if there's a category that you're not interested in, you can just skip and go ahead to the one that you are interested in. I usually like to start with skincare first, and then I make my way all the way through hair care, makeup and body care. So let's start with skincare, and the way I like to start my skincare is usually the way I would use a product. So if that's a cleanser, and then followed by serums and creams and moisturizer and so on. So let's start with the cleanser, and this is the cleanser from Beauty Pie, and it's from their super healthy skin range, which is called Gentle Foamy Face Wash. So this was a face wash, and it's disgusting. It still has like some sticky stuff here, sorry. And this was not my favorite, I'll tell you right away. I did not like this cleanser. I didn't find it particularly stripping. It just has a fragrance, like a citrusy fragrance, which is not horrible, but it's just not my favorite. I don't particularly enjoy citrus fragrance in my skincare. I'm more of a flowery scent girl, and I don't think it's a terrible cleanser. So it says here it is with natural vitamin C, lactose saccharides, and apple and raspberry fruit extracts. Not that I care too much about those ingredients, because it's a cleanser, and most active ingredients are not really going to do too much in these kind of products, unless it's a salicylic acid or glycolic acid that you leave it for a little bit and then it will do something for your skin. Otherwise, all I care is for it to remove the rest of my skincare, clean my face, and not leave it feeling stripped. However, I did not enjoy this one. I didn't like using it on my face, so what I did is that I put it in the shower and I was using it as my shower gel. So that's that. So that's about all for my cleansers. I only have that one, but now I have several serums and face care that I'm going to show you. So serums and skincare that I'm going to show you. And first I'm going to show you this one. This I received for free in Yes Style, actually, and it's called, the brand is called Reina 16, and obviously the packaging is totally destroyed because I used it up. And this is called Cica Soothing Essence. So it's supposed to moisturize, soothe, and it's got Cica and panthenol and all these nice ingredients that are going to help soothe and moisturize your skin. And what I really liked about it is that it's literally like an essence, but like in a squeezy tube. So it was really light texture with like almost like this watery texture that really deeply hydrated your skin, but also soothed it. I really enjoyed using it. I have to say, I prefer my essences to be in like a different kind of packaging, but this I really enjoyed. And like I said, I received this for free on YVES Style. And if you are interested in buying any of the products from YVES, if you like K-Beauty, J-Beauty and all that, you can purchase them from YVES Style. You can use my code down below, which is in the description box. That will give you an extra, I think, 5% off of your products. But also, if you really enjoy K-Beauty and J-Beauty like I do, you can subscribe to the influencer, the YVES Style influencer program, which I will leave a link down below if you're interested, and you can receive one free product every month. So that is that for this product, and I really enjoyed it. I definitely recommend it, and it will be linked down below if you're interested in trying it out. Next serum is one that I've been using for years, and it's from The Ordinary, and it's called the Resveratrol 3% plus ferulic acid 13%. I really enjoy this serum because I like resveratrol. I think resveratrol is a bit of an underrated antioxidant, and antioxidants really help fight free radicals, and the free radicals are those that actually just destroy the collagen of our skin. So the more antioxidants that we use, the better to kind of like protect our skin and preserve the collagen that we have. And I really like resveratrol because it also has the ability to kind of like help your skin renew itself and also enhance your skin's natural antioxidants ability. I think that's what I've learned. I really like the serum. I will quickly say that it is also a bit oily, but it's like an oil that once you massage it into your face, it kind of like sinks in and it does not feel sticky at all. I really enjoy this, and I like to particularly pair it with my vitamin C serum. And that's that. I definitely recommend this product. I'm trying to get through the products really fast because I know that my videos can be quite long, and I think that it can be a little bit overwhelming, but I'm trying to train myself to do videos a little bit more concrete and more concise, if that makes sense. But let's keep going. So I have another product. I should have spoken about this one right after cleansing. But anyway, this is from Paula's Choice. It's a classic product. It's very well known, and it's all rubbed off, so I can't even see what it's called. I think it's called a 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. So it has different kinds of exfoliating acids, and this is very popular. So it's a toner, and it actually has a very like almost oily texture to it. So the way I used it was on the palm of my hand. I didn't use a cotton round. I just put it on my hand, and I would use it like a serum, and it worked really well like that. I really did enjoy this product, but I think it's a bit expensive. And that's why I bought the travel size version, which, if you use it like I do, like a serum, like just straight on your hand and then on your face, it will last you a really long time because this still has like 30 ml. So it would basically last you the same time as a regular serum. It's a really great product, particularly for helping with congestion of the pores. If you have blackheads and texture and things like that, it is really great because it has a mixture of salicylic acid. I think it also has glycolic acid and perhaps some other ingredients, maybe like niacinamide and other ingredients that are going to help with balancing your oil production, but also control blackheads and help with texture. It's a really good product. It's very classic, and yeah, it's a good one. I don't know if I'm going to be repurchasing it right away because I have another product that is not exactly a dupe, but is kind of like similar. That's the same thing as this basically, but it's from another brand. I have two serums that I want to talk about at the same time because they're both from the same brand, which is Beauty of Joseon. I hope I'm saying that right. It's a Korean skincare brand, and this came in, I think it's called the Hand Kit Serum. So the Beauty of Joseon has like this little hand kit where you can get all 4 of the serums that they sell, so that you can use them for traveling, or if you want to test them out before investing in the regular size one, you can do that. And these are like pretty hefty amount. They are 10 ml, but they're really, really good. And these are, so one of them is the calming serum that has green tea and panthenol. And I really enjoyed this one. I think I really enjoyed both of these. The other one is called Revive Serum with ginseng and snail mucin. So this one, the calming one, with green tea and panthenol will be perhaps one to help soothe and calm the skin if it's irritated or something like that. And I particularly enjoyed it when I was traveling in the summer, where I was in very dry environments and my skin was feeling very irritated. And I think this serum really helped with that, helped my skin feel much more calm and soothed. And then the Revive serum with ginseng and snail mucin, I think it helps more with kind of like renovating the skin and giving it a little bit more energy, but also deeply hydrating it because it has the snail mucin. And I really enjoyed this one. I feel that this one also was one of my favorites. I think there's 4. There's one that I haven't used. I've used up 3. I don't know where the other one is. It's probably in the rest of my empties. But these 2 I really enjoyed, and I definitely recommend both of these serums. They're very nice. They're a very nice one, and they're quite affordable, these serums from Beauty of Joseon. I have this product which is from NEUTROGENA. That's how you say it. I say NEUTROGENA because that's how you say it in Spanish, but it's NEUTROGENA in English. This is called the Hydro Boost Supercharged Serum, and it's a serum booster. And this is a really nice product. Not that I use it, because actually this was my husband's. I purchased this for him because, you know, men, they like using things that are not too heavy and that deeply hydrate and nourish the skin. I think this did that. He says that he really enjoyed it. Has a light fragrance, and he really enjoyed it. And also because of the packaging, he doesn't like anything that's like in a tub. He wants things that, you know, are easy to dispense. He finds tubs a bit messy and just complicated to use. So he really enjoyed this one. However, I think they have a new serum, or relatively new, which comes more like in a dropper, that is like a little bit more, it's a lot more intense hydration, I think. But this was a really good product. At the moment, he's using something from Eucerin, which I think is even lighter than this. I need to try it myself and then let you know. But this one was really good. So if you like, if you want a hydrating serum that is very light but deeply hydrating, this is gonna be for you. Either for you, or maybe if you're a man and you like things that are really, really light, you can use this under your sunscreen and it will work perfectly well. Or if you're a woman, whoever wants to use it, it's a great product. So another product that my husband was using is this one, which is from Eucerin, and it's called Urearepair Replenishing Face Cream. So this I bought for him because he was feeling his skin was a bit irritated, and my husband does have a little bit more of a sensitive and dry skin than I do. And I thought this would be perfect for him because this doesn't have fragrance. It's a very bland moisturizer, but it also has Urea, which kind of like helps hydrate your skin, but also helps with the process of like helping your skin shed off a little bit. If you have dryness, it's particularly good for those like dry patches. It will really help soften that. And he really enjoyed it, and I think it must have gone off, and that's why it is like a little bit here, so he cannot use it anymore because I think it's off. But it's a really nice product, and he really enjoyed using it. I also used it myself a few times, and I found that it was really nice and softening and really moisturizing to the skin. And it's a good product. It's very simple, but it really does a good job. All right, I have 3 sunscreens that I finished basically in 2023. Let's see, which one should we talk first? Okay, let's talk about this one first. This one is from Bondi Sands. Oops, I'm making a mess here. This one's from Bondi Sands, and it is called Daily Moisturizing Face SPF 50, very high protection, and this is a fragrance-free tinted sunscreen fluid, and it says it's tinted and it's sheer coverage. I have to say this was very nice to use. I like the tint, but I like it especially in the summer, because now in the winter the tint would be kind of like notorious. You could see it and it wouldn't look so nice, but in the summer it kind of like meshed with my tan, so it looked really nice. It looked really nice. And also I have to say, yes, it was definitely hydrating, although on the ingredient list I don't see many hydrating ingredients, but somehow, or at least I don't recognize them because I'm not a ingredient specialist or chemical formulator or anything like that, but it definitely felt hydrating. So not moisturizing because it's very light, but definitely hydrating and very lightweight. and I did enjoy the tint, but like I said, I enjoyed it especially in the summer. And I think Bondi Sands offers like some really nice sunscreens, and they're super affordable. And I really like that, because there's no reason why we need to spend in very expensive sunscreens nowadays, because there's such a variety of good sunscreens that are very accessible and very economical, especially because we go through them so fast. I think it's really good to have the possibility of buying something that is a lot more cost effective, or much more affordable, better said. But this one from Bondi Sands was really good. I think they have one that doesn't have a tint, and I haven't tried it yet, but I think I might give it a try. And they also have another classic version that's more like a cream that I definitely want to try soon. Hey, I'm interrupting the video just a little bit to talk to you about this channel and its growth. So Beauty Talk is a space where I talk about makeup. I share makeup tutorials and product reviews, and potentially even fashion reviews, hopefully soon. However, in order to create all this content and you know, makeup tutorials and product reviews, and to be able to create honest reviews, I need to invest time, energy, and even resources to create all these things. All of the products that I've shared with you so far in my channel, I purchase with my own money, and it can be very harsh on my bank account, to be honest. So I have set up a donation button or donation link down below in the description box, so that if you wish to contribute to the growth of this channel, Beauty Talk, and this community, you can make a small contribution to do so. And this will be supporting my channel so that I can be able to purchase products, to continue to share the newness and more, you know, beauty reviews and makeup tutorials with all the new stuff, or maybe the classic stuff that already is out there. Maybe you can also make a contribution and tell me what are the brands or specific products that you wish for me to share here in the channel. And if you do decide to make that contribution, I want you to know that I am so grateful. And hopefully, if I get enough contributions, I will do maybe a giveaway, and I will do that giveaway from the money of my own pocket. So not from the contributions for the channel, but from my own money. So if you do so, again, thank you so much. And now I'll let you continue with the video. Okay, next sunscreen that I have is this one from La Roche-Posay, and this is the Anthelios Pocket SPF 50. So this is not the classic Cica fluid, but actually I don't know if it's called Cica fluid anymore. I think it's called UV Immune 400, the tradition, the classic one. This one, however, I purchased in France in the pharmacies and stuff. They had it all over. I really like this tiny size. It's very practical for carrying in the handbag. And unfortunately, they don't sell this here in the UK, because I am in the UK. But I think in Portugal, all around Europe, you can find this small size in the pharmacies, and it's really practical. But this one is different from the classic, like I said, the classic La Roche-Posay UV Immune 400. I think that's what it's called. And it's different because this one is a little bit thicker. It's more like a cream. The other one is a lot more fluid. However, this one is super nice. I really loved using it. I enjoyed it. It was very hydrating and moisturizing, but also it went really well under makeup, which is very important for me. So it's a great one. The next one I have is this one from L'Oreal, and it's called Anti-UV Fluid SPF 50. This sunscreen is absolutely one of my favorite drugstore sunscreens. I think even more than the one from La Roche-Posay. I really like this one because it's very fluid. It's very lightweight. It goes so well on top of all my skincare, and it works really well under my makeup. I feel like it's just really pleasant to use, and it doesn't leave like an oily feel on the face. Not at all. It really dries back really well. Doesn't leave your skin feeling like sticky or greasy or anything. It just dries back, and it leaves your skin looking like natural, not necessarily matte, but very natural, or like a satin finish if you wish. And I really enjoy it. This is one that you can also take on holiday because it has some resistance to water, I think. And the other thing is that it also has a vitamin C derivative, which can work to make your sunscreen work harder for you. So it's going to strengthen your sunscreen protection. It's going to make it even more effective, if that makes sense. I really love this product. It's one of my favorite sunscreens. I currently have another one open and I definitely recommend it. Although L'Oreal came out with another one that has niacinamide, and I'm a bit reluctant to trying that one because I've noticed that sunscreens that have niacinamide, they kind of ball on me, and that's a really big issue when doing makeup. But this one doesn't do that. So I don't know if I will try that one. But anyway, this is a great one. Definitely recommend it. All right, let's talk a little bit about body care. I only have 2 products for body care, and the first one is this one, which is from TROPEZ. This is a tan remover, so it's called Tan Remover Prep and Maintain. So this is a mousse that you apply when you want to remove your tan because maybe it's streaky, it hasn't faded off evenly, or you made a mistake, you over applied, or you have in your hands. This is a really good product to use to remove that. So I really enjoyed it. It has a nice scent, and it also has I think it has some acids, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. I can't see the ingredient list. Where's the ingredient list? I don't see the ingredient list. But I think from looking on the website, it has some exfoliating acids that help to remove the tan. And it works really well. So because when you use it, it has those acids, it's also going to help exfoliate your skin. So you remove the old tan, but you also prep the skin at the same time for applying your fresh tan. At the moment, I'm not tanning because it's winter, but in the summer, I do like tanning, doing fake tan. And so I'm not using this, but I did finish it last year, 2023, and I really enjoyed it. And it is one that I would definitely repurchase, although they have, I think it's TROPEZ who has also like a cream version or like a gel, I'm not sure, but I'm thinking of trying that one next. However, this one worked really well and I definitely recommend it. The other body care product that I have is this body lotion from CLARINS, or however you call it. And this is from, I think they have a fragrance that has this name. It's called Ressourçante. So I don't think you can find this maybe in the regular CLARINS. I'm not sure, because I purchased this in the airport and I don't remember seeing this online in their store, like in Boots or on their online store. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll leave the name down below in case you're interested. But in the airport, it was available. I purchased this like 2 years ago, so it took me a while to finish. It took me a while to finish, but this was so nice. And it has the fragrance, which I think they have regularly, which is called Ressourçante, which is, I think it's in their blue bottle. And it's such a good fragrance. I love it. And this cream was very, very, very nice. And it says it is a silky smooth body cream. And that's exactly how it left my body, feeling silky smooth, but like deeply hydrated and comfortable, non-sticky at all. I love body moisturizers that just sink into the skin really quickly, that you don't have to rub too much. It really annoys me when you have to use these creams that are, I don't know, that you just rub and rub and rub, and it's like they don't sink in your skin. It's really annoying. But this one synced really well. The only problem is that it's a bit pricey. Otherwise, I would be buying CLARINS body moisturizers a lot more often. But this was a really nice one. I forgot to, I'm gonna put this in makeup. So let's continue with makeup. I should have put this with skincare, but I forgot. So this is a lip balm, and it's from NUXE. It's from the Rêve range, which is basically infused with honey. And this is one of my favorite lip balms. As you can see, I completely finished it. I try to scrape everything out and, you know, finish it the best I can. And these are my favorite. I love using these, especially in the mornings after I do my skincare and before I do my makeup. I like to apply a little bit of lip balm so that by the time I finish doing my makeup and I'm going to apply my lipstick, my lips are nice and soft and conditioned and ready for lipstick. So this is a great one. This one from NUXE and the one from Caudalie are my favorite lip balms in the stick version. So as I said, let's talk about makeup. And I have finished this foundation from YSL. This is their Touche Éclat, which I have to say I really enjoyed. The only issue that I have is that the color of the foundation was a little bit like my skin color works best with neutral foundations, and this one had more of a like a little bit of a pinky undertone, and that was my only issue. But otherwise it was so nice. It has a very light coverage, so I think it has like medium coverage, but it's so thin and lightweight on the skin, and it makes the skin look so beautiful, and it just like lasted all day. I'm not gonna say it's my top favorite foundation, but it's a very beautiful one, and I really enjoyed using it. I might you know, get it again in the future, but at the moment there's so many foundations out there that I just want to be trying everything else. But this was a very nice foundation. I actually am currently using the All Hours one, which I think is a little bit better for me in terms of the color and also the coverage and the longevity of it, because it is meant to last a little bit longer than this one. But this is a very beautiful foundation. I think it's particularly good if you have more of a dry skin. The All Hours one is better for if you have more of an oily skin type or combination skin type like I do. So from the same brand, YSL, I have this one, which is the Touche Éclat High Cover. The Touche Éclat, the traditional one, is not supposed to be a concealer. However, I sometimes use a little bit like a concealer. It's more of an illuminating pen, so you can use it to brighten a little bit the under eyes or certain areas of the face, but also depending on the color that you use, it can help disguise a little bit of the darkness. I like using a peachy one before I use my regular concealer, and then it really helps kind of like, you know, brighten but also disguise the darkness if you have any darkness under eyes. But this one, this version, which is a Touche Éclat High Cover, this one does work like a concealer. In my opinion, it does, and I really like it. So it says it's a radiant concealer. This one has a little bit more coverage than the regular one. So this is the regular one, and this is the high coverage one. I really enjoy this one. I think this is actually one of my favorite concealers. And this is in the color 1.5. So it's a bit of like a yellowy color. I don't know if you can see it. I mean, it doesn't have anything, so that's that. But this is one of my favorites. I really like this one. I have another product that is for correcting. This is a product that is actually for correcting under eye darkness, and it's from Charlotte Tilbury. The packaging is totally mirrored because I've had this for a while, and I completely finished it. You can see that I scraped every last bit of it. I really enjoyed this product. This one is in the color Fair, so it is like this peachy color that you can use under your eyes to neutralize the darkness before you go in with your concealer, so that your concealer doesn't look grayish, or it just helps it go on better. And I really like this one because this corrector is a little bit more emollient. So if you have more of an oily face, you're not gonna like this. But I have very dehydrated under eyes, and actually I do enjoy using more emollient products under my eyes, and that really helps so that when I put on the concealer, it doesn't look patchy or dry or anything. But this product is really good. I really like it. I think not everybody likes it. I mean, not everybody likes all products from all brands. It's completely normal, but it's not one that I see so many people talk about. But I particularly really enjoy it, and I definitely recommend it. And I definitely need to buy it again. Because I really like it. Another product that I have from Charlotte Tilbury is this one, which I really enjoy, and it's the Brow Fix. This is an eyebrow gel. I really enjoy this product because it really helps to fix and lift up the brows and set them in place, but it doesn't look crunchy, and it also doesn't look shiny. Because I've used the one from Anastasia Beverly Hills, which is not the one that she came out now, which is the Brow Freeze Gel. It's another one that she has. It's the regular gel. That one leaves your eyebrows kind of shiny. I don't like that. This one doesn't leave your eyebrows shiny. It, like I said, it sets them in place. It helps them stay, you know, where it put, but it doesn't leave that crunchy look, and you basically don't feel it too much. So I really enjoy it, and it's actually, I think this was my second one, and I would like to purchase it again. Definitely recommend it. I have another product from Charlotte Tilbury, which is her Pillow Talk. This is Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes. And this, I bought the travel size mascara just to try it out first. It has this really funny one, which I think is interesting. but I will say it's just not my favorite. It's just not my favorite, which is unfortunate because I love so many of Charlotte Tilbury's products, but this one didn't work well for me. It doesn't really lift them as much as I want. I think some people really enjoy it, but I didn't. I think that, you know, it depends. Everybody has different tastes when it comes to mascara, and this was one that I just did not love. However, I used it because it's small. I kept it in my handbag for whenever I wanted to kind of like touch up my mascara and add a little extra layer, and that's how I finished it. Another tiny mascara that I have, this is like a tester size, so it's not necessarily a travel size, it's more like a tester, but it lasted me a while. And this one is from NARS. It's their Climax mascara, and it has more of a chubby wand. And this one, although I didn't love either, I really loved having it in my handbag precisely for that. For when I was going out in the night after work, it was great for touching up. So I really enjoyed it for that, but it's not one that I would go out to purchase because I particularly love how it left my lashes. Not really. I have others that are more of my favorite, but I don't think it's necessarily a bad one. A lot of people like it. I've heard a lot of people saying that they like this mascara. Last makeup product that I have is this one, which is from Laura Mercier. This is the old packaging, so this I have years. It's actually not totally finished, which is a bit sad because I hate throwing out products that still have something, but I think it's just expired and I just don't want to run the risk of using this anymore because of that. And this is the Laura Mercier foundation primer. This is the hydrating primer, and I really love this, especially in the winter. Now that I'm using this, I really need to get the new version, because now in the winter I really like using a hydrating primer, because especially when you go into the office, my skin just gets so dehydrated, and it's like my skin just sucks up all the moisture, even from my makeup. So sometimes my makeup looks a little bit dry and crusty, but using a primer like this is really, really helpful to ensuring that your makeup kind of like doesn't, you know, get all crusty throughout the day. And I really enjoyed this one, but unfortunately I just wasn't able to finish it completely. But I need to get rid of it because I don't think it's good. I actually use it for more than a year, and at this point I think it has like 3 years open, and I think at this point it also smells a little bit like maybe it's best to get rid of it. But it's a very good one. The new packaging, I'll pop a picture in the screen so that you can see how it looks, because they changed packaging like 2 or 3 years ago. All right, let's finish with hair care, and I'm gonna speak all of the products. I'm gonna speak of all of them together because I finished all this from the range of L'Oreal. This is the L'Oreal Elvive Hydra range, which is infused with hyaluronic acid, and it's supposed to be great for dehydrated hair. So I have this product as well. So I have the shampoo, the conditioner, the mask, and I have the Moisture Plump Serum. So let's talk about these products. So the shampoo I really enjoyed, and I actually have a video where I talk about the shampoo. It's in my hair care routine, my hair wash routine. So I'll link that video down below, although I will warn you, that video my mind was not in the right place. So the review that I do and the way I speak about my hair care routine and hair wash routine is not ideal. I think I was missing some information in my mind that I really wanted to share, but at the moment it just kind of like didn't come. But I will tell you now that I really enjoyed this range. I think it's a really, really good range to use. It leaves your hair really nice and cleansed. It doesn't do like a cleanse that is stripping or anything like that, or deep cleanse, but it does do an effective cleanse of my scalp, the shampoo. And the conditioner was really good as well. It's lightweight, it's not too heavy, it is not extremely nourishing, but it does a really good job in leaving your hair sort of detangled and conditioned and manageable. And in terms of the hair mask, I also really enjoyed it. I will not say that it's my absolute favorite mask, but it was a really good one that worked really well for providing a deeper conditioning of the hair. It really helped it feel a lot more smoother, much more manageable, silky and soft. So it definitely worked really well, but it's not my absolute favorite. So if you're looking for something that is affordable, like a shampoo, conditioner, and hair mask that is affordable but does a really good job, especially if you have fine hair, because you have to remember that this worked really well for me. I don't know how it's going to work for you, because I have very fine hair, I have oily scalp, and I have a lot of hair. So this worked really well for me, and the way I used it was, the way I wash my hair is 2 times a week, and I use once I wash my hair, I use conditioner, and then the next time I wash my hair, I'll use the mask. So that's how I use the products. And the smell is really good. They smell really good. They're really nice. So they're infused with hyaluronic acid, which can be good for the hair. It can help give your hair the appearance of that it's they say hydrating, but the reality is that you don't really want water in your hair. It gives it an appearance of being much more conditioned, which I think is the more appropriate term for the hair. It's a nice range, but the product that I like the most of this range is this one, which is the Moisture Plump Serum. So this is essentially a leave-in conditioner, and I really love this one. I think this one is the star of the range because it has several really nice ingredients, including coconut oil, what else? And some conditioning ingredients which are really hard to pronounce, like benzene chloride, and what's the other one? I know that one is a conditioning ingredient, and it has some quads and coconut oil, which is an ingredient that's really, really good for the hair. It is capable of strengthening the hair and just helping your hair stay healthier, you know, as long as possible. And I really like this one because it's very lightweight, and I really enjoyed using it because of that, because it was really lightweight. So I'll use it after I wash my hair. Actually, I would use it is not the right term. I use it because I actually have a brand new one that I am using at the moment, and I really like it. I use it after I wash my hair. It's very, very lightweight, so it really helps to kind of like detangle and give an extra layer of nourishment and conditions your hair, but without it feeling greasy or heavy, or, you know, not at all, because it's very, very lightweight. And actually, I actually use it between hair washes to help, you know, again, detangle the hair and to provide some nourishment in between washes. Absolutely amazing. It also smells good, and because it's really lightweight, you basically don't feel it at all, and that's why you can use it also between washes. And I have really fine hair, and I don't like to be using anything that's gonna make my hair feel way down or make my scalp feel greasy. This doesn't do that at all, and that's why I repurchased it already, because it's an amazing leave-in conditioner. Definitely, I don't know why I don't see more people talk about this, because I think it's a really nice product. And also, for instance, if you're like me, I usually curl my hair with a tong, and I use heat. Unfortunately, this is not heat protectant, so I wouldn't rely on this for heat protection. I use other products for that. But it is really good for, if for instance you want to refresh your curls and you want to do heatless curls, you can use this to provide a little bit of humidity on your hair, and that will help so that the curl will kind of shape better, if that makes sense. It's going to help shape the curl better. So sometimes I use this throughout the week. In the night, if I want to refresh my curls, I apply this first, and then I use, like, maybe I pin my hair up with curls, or I use that, you know, the long thingy that you wrap your hair around it, and then I sleep in it, and that really helps kind of shape the curl a little better, but also provides a little bit of conditioning to your hair. So it's a great product, and this out of these is my favorite, and I 100% recommend it. So there you go. Those are all the empty products that I wanted to share with you today. I hope you enjoyed watching me talk about these products. Let me know if you've tried any of these products. If you've tried them, what do you think? And let me know also if you haven't tried them, are you thinking of trying any of them? Let me know. And so that's all of the products that I wanted to share with you. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did watch all the way till the end, I want you to know that I am so grateful for you keeping me company, and I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.
Alright, so I think we're ready to start. There's something here. Sorry, you just need this to be right. Okay, the next sunscreen is this one from L'Oreal, and it's from their Revitalift.